Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between successful partners and those that aren't. Now, that isn't a blanket statement as in you can't ever be successful, because that's not true. Anyone can. And it's all about various factors. Mindset is a huge part of it. But today I'm not going to talk about mindset. And today I'm not going to talk about why your goals. And both of those are a massive factor in all of it. Today, I'm going to talk about what makes the difference. What does a successful person do? All right. So this is vital stuff. And I'm going to open it up to the people that are here at the moment, because I know there's loads of people that come on and watch them afterwards. But the people that are here, any ideas what it is, the main thing that makes a partner successful? Any ideas? Yeah, go on, Dawn.
Consistency.
That's one aspect. Yes, please. That's great. Yeah, Alan.
Confidence.
Good time planning.
Yes, confidence. Anything else?
Being friendly.
Absolutely. All right. The major thing is doing the activity. All right. Because, even a Ferrari, if it's not switched on and driven, it won't go, no matter how speedy that machine is. Something has to happen in order for it to go. True? Yeah. You have to do something. So what I'm going to share is the success that I'm having with new partners, and that all of this can be applied at any time at all. So sharing my screen as I do, and you might want to jot a couple of notes down here. So this is my dashboard of my partner portal. Yours looks similar. You want to go to your learning portal, and then you want to go to the fast start plan. And it doesn't matter where you are in your timeline in terms of flying hours with Utility Warehouse, because I'm going to explain that if you think about it, this 45 days that a brand new partner from registration has got, that their first 6 customer bonuses will all be doubled doing it within 45 days. But they've now got additional bonuses, like as soon as they hit QD, which is 3, which can include themselves that they didn't sign up, they've then got another 30 days to get the next 6 customers and recruit a partner, and they go QD star and they get another £200. There's big money on the table now. All right, there's lots of money. So just apply that as a principle. Draw the line in the sand and say, right, me right now. How about this for a goal? Get ready. I told you were going to work. 45 days from today, write that down, work it out where it is. 6 customers and recruit a partner. Think about that. Because the same principle of getting off to a super start is that. And if you kept doing that, do you know what? You'd actually have an amazing business. Now, that's actually quite minimal, because that's only recruit a partner once every 45 days. But actually, if you kept doing that every month, one partner, and keep getting people, you're going to get more partners. So what does it say in here? It talks about identifying your why. I'm not going to go into that. If you haven't got a why, if you haven't got a reason, you're never going to get there. You've got to actually have some reasons. I've had to dig very, very deep as to why I want to get to the next level of national group leader. And it's very shallow for me. I'm sharing this, it's shallow, because I feel very satisfied with my life. I'm very happy. I'm getting married next year on the 3rd of June, and I've got the house that I wanted. I've got my chickens. I've got my organic veggie boxes, and I'm really happy with life. And I can take a holiday whenever I want. So it actually was like, well, what could make the difference? And for me, it's a new car. I want the brand new Range Rover Autobiography Sport Dynamic that I've seen the video of, and it's in Reykjavik in Iceland, and it's a woman stuntman driving it, and I can see what it can do. It can go up dams and everything, and it's like, yes, that's Lisa Ware. And it's about 100. The one I want is about 110,000. It's a lot of money, isn't it? Crazy. And I've said to myself, do you know what? Actually, that excites me. Look, you can even see me I'm talking faster, I'm getting animated, and it's yeah. But I've made myself a promise. I'm not allowed to have it till I'm NGL. And I've shared that with my upline. I've shared it with Rob Barris. I've shared it with Steve. And I've even sent them the video of this car and how it excites me. Because by sharing your goal, your reasons, you are actually making yourself accountable. So that's an important factor. So look, there's that bit, really important. Now, that could be done, to be honest, in about 10 minutes. All right. Then it's saying figure out the activity. Well, believe it or not, most people say either 1800 or they talk about 450. It's quite weird, actually, I find. And I say to them, well, why not go for the 1800? Because do you know the worst thing in the world is say, I'll go for 150 and you do it, but you haven't really stretched yourself. So go for this. So let's click 1800. There's a reason I'm doing this, because it tells you what to do. I don't like the word if, that should be taken out of there. When you gather those 6 customers in your first 45 days, you can earn over £1,800 with our Fast Start bonus. Achieving that bonus means we'll pay you up to £300 for homeowners who take all our services instead of 150. And to do this, here's the important thing. You aim to gather around 8 customers, of which 6 must be homeowners who take all your services to hit your goal. So the top tip is get 10 to 16 points in the diary, focusing on homeowners. And it says here 1800 or more would make a difference because, and I would put, I'm closer to national group leader. I'm closer to my stunning autobiography, Sport Dynamic. All right, now, this is a thing I don't think a lot of people are aware of. This here. This is anybody, any of us. You'll earn double what you do currently. So that's, up to 300 if they take all 4 different types of core service. Yeah, 4 of those in a calendar month. Any time in a calendar month. Do 4. If they were the £300 jobs, you'll get another £100 for each. If they're 250 jobs, you'll get another £100 for each. Another £400 for doing 4 homeowners double gold. Guys, that's such a lot of money. That's huge. That'll make a massive difference to most people. They wouldn't have to worry about gas and electric prices going up. Nothing like that. Gosh, 4. Keep it to 4 double gold homeowners. That's 1 a week. How doable is that? Really? Maximum effort time, 2 hours. Most of them I tend to sign up when it's Zoom about 55 minutes. Okay. And I'm realistic. There are people that will say half an hour. Well, that's rubbish. I don't know how you can do the presentation and sign up and everything in half an hour if you're going to do the job properly. But, this is big because this is what it's about. Now, they talk about building your list. When I recruit someone now, I didn't always do this, but I give them this, and I'm going to share something on my screen now. Let's do a new share. It's called the Memory Jogger, an acronym of frogs: friends and family, recreational, occupational, geographical, and same name. Absolutely stunning. And I bet some of you still haven't actually gone through this. Rhetorical question, ask yourself, have I actually sat down and done this? I bet you haven't. And if you haven't, then start looking at your mobile phone, because there's no business without contacts. Sorry, there just is no business. Oh, I've got the wrong thing here. Hang on. There we go. Back to there. There's no business without contacts. And then it says, do you have a list of 15 names or more? Yes. Who'd you call first? And I'm going to share with you, okay, I don't expect anybody to make a phone call in front of me. I know there's other people do, but I don't. But I'm now going to share the biggest success that matters and makes the difference. And it's all about the script. Let's see if I can make this larger. Bear with me, guys. Tell me if it's getting bigger for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Can you
Yeah.
see that? Okay. I don't know what magical thing you expected me to come up with, but I'm going to tell you there is nothing that beats this. And it can be applied at any time. Because even if you've been in the business a while, like we all have, you can actually say, oh, wow, the company, for example, this month has said, look, they'd like to give a boost to so many people struggling at the moment. Super, just in time for Christmas. A free £200 to those homeowners when they take 3 services or more. So you've always got a reason that you can ring someone, yeah? So I'm going to go through I'm going to call it the psychology of the words, because I don't think people respect this. People that I'm going to tell you now, I'm just going to stop the sharing because I can do this blindfolded. I see a massive difference on those that follow exactly what I say and those that don't. It's so apparent it's not true. There is a couple in one of the teams where I'm working. I've got 2 in that I've brought in and another lady I didn't bring in. And what's fascinating is 2 of these 3 are teachers. Now that's an interesting thing. Is it because teachers are used to following systems and they're used to following orders and doing things by prescription, as I would call it, that they have had success? One of them, so timid, she actually read the script when she made the phone call, verbatim. And the people turned around and said, are you okay? You're reading a script, aren't you? And she said, yes, I am, because I'm really nervous. Actually, I'm going to say this to anyone. When you're learning, aren't we all nervous? Isn't that a natural thing? Does it matter if we show our vulnerability? I actually think it doesn't. I think people respect when you show a bit of vulnerability. I think if you come over too conceited, too I know it all, that actually it sometimes winds people up. I think it's a good thing to show that we're vulnerable. And so this lady, she really read the script and she's done it now 5 times and she's got herself 5 appointments. I think she's done about 7, but she's already got 5 customers. And the other lady that I recruited is also a teacher. Another very, not timid, but very like, oh God, this is something totally different. This is weird. she's wanting a change of life. She's been a teacher for 42 years. In fact, I was expecting her to be on here. And she's only been joined a couple of weeks, not even a couple of weeks yet. And extremely nervous about it all. And I just said to her, will you please promise me you'll stick to this script? So I'm going to explain the psychology of it, because then it makes sense. It's all very well me telling, but it's understanding. So, hi, whoever it is, I'm going to use for this sake. Don't worry, I'm not going to get you in on it. I'm going to use the word Dawn. Hi, Dawn, how are you? Quick rapport. We all know what that means. But you've got to get into the call super fast. Listen, it's just a quick call. Now, the reason you have to do that is if you ring someone up that you've not rung up for a while and you don't say, listen, it's just a quick call, you can have a half an hour banter about little Tommy and what he's been up to at school and all the rest of it. And you never get round to what you actually spoke about. And then you feel like a fraud. You feel disingenuous because, in truth, you didn't ring up about all of that. You rang up because there was a reason you rang up, and it was about this. So I'm giving you the reasons now why these words are written the way they are. Listen, it's just a quick call. I've just started a new business. You could say a new venture. She likes the word venture. And I'm after a favour. Now, she decided that those lines and those words, when I explained to her, were so good. What was the point of changing them? And I'm going to say to you, those words and lines I've known for 20 years. What is the point of changing something that works? Would we tell McDonald's how to make a hamburger when it's the most successful, even though I wouldn't eat one, it's the most successful franchise operation around the world? Who are we to have the audacity to say, I think you should do it like this when it's successful? Why change something that's successful? I'm in my training phase. And in order to complete my training, I need to book 6 appointments. And I've got a supporting partner. You can put that in any kind of combination of words, but actually at that stage, it works. I'm in the training phase. And what she added was, I'm after some practice. And this is my little bit that I helped her with, and I'm helping my team with. I'm after some practice because I need to get off the theory and get into actual practice. You can read all you want, but when it comes to it, we all need practice. You can't keep reading the theory book to drive a car. You have to get in the driving seat. Is that not true? Yeah. This is the same. Now, if you're already in UW, you could say, look, something brand new has just come in. It's wonderful. Our CEOs have said it's really time to help folk in these financial crisis times. And at the moment in November, there's £200 extra. Isn't that wonderful? Free £200. And I am ringing people because I'm trying this out, because I don't want to miss anybody out. You can say words like that. They're real. And then I'm looking to do these in an over the phone or over the internet presentation. Would you do me a massive favour and let me show it to you? What's wrong with saying that? Nothing. And then I explained to her, and as I do everyone, we do something called the alternative close, and it's important because if you don't do this, if you ask somebody, are they free next week? They will turn around and say, no, I'm busy. Always they'll say I'm busy. But if I said, Dawn, look, I'm looking at my diary and I've got also, I've got my supporting partner's diary. I know her availability and she is so busy. She's helping lots of people. So I have to make sure that I put firm practices in. All right. So Dawn, would you be free? Look, there's a Wednesday slot and that could be after 7 or maybe Thursday morning. Would either of those be any good for you? And then you shut up. And what happens is it makes people go to their calendar or diary instead of just being lazy and going, no, I'm busy. You've given them a choice, and people want choices. People don't want to feel cornered. People want options. So if you give them options, and Big Al says this, Tom Schreiter, give people options, they feel that you are being kind, lenient, helpful, yeah, courteous even. Now, some of them are going to turn round, guys. They're going to turn round and they're going to say, oh, come on, Dawn. Come on, Lisa. What's it all about? What's it all about? And that's a very, very reasonable question. Now, the company has given some ideas. Personally, I don't know that they'd satisfy the curiosity. I'll show you when I see you. Not sure about that. It's a visual thing. I need to show you, or I'll be here all day. Bit better, little bit better. Oh, it's just so I can tick off my training. I don't think they'll accept this stuff. I just don't think they will. I like the one here. Look, I'm really trying to get my head around this myself. And I've got a presentation that does it all for me. And would you mind if I just practice going through it? And you'll get all your answers there. That's a bit better. But I do believe that we can't take people for fools. And there is one answer that I have continually given, and it works. And it satisfies 90% of curiosity. It won't satisfy everybody. And the answer is when Dawn says, oh, come on, Lisa, what's it all about? I say, all right, Dawn, you've twisted my arm. Look, I do have to have the practice. Are you okay with that? But it's about an amazing discount club where every day you spend money, we get money back. Dawn, how would you like money back on your everyday spending? Dawn's going to go, yeah, right. Yeah. Dawn, come on, help me out. Do me a favour. Look, let's look at the diary. Is Wednesday after 7 or Thursday morning any good? Now, here's the thing. You give them a choice, and usually one or other is good. But you'll get some people that it won't be good. And yet there's a strange bit of psychology that goes on here. And it always makes me laugh. Because if you give someone options, they feel they've got to give you options back. All right? And this is what they do. They turn around and they say, well, I'm not free tomorrow after 7 or Thursday morning, but I am free. And they give you 2 options. Yeah. Now, you probably go, well, that's mad, but it's not. It works. And I can tell you all these years later, it works. And so now you've got 2 options to look at that diary with your supporting partner or whatever and make it. Now, what you don't want to do is hang around and chit chat because you've got to get this in the diary. And now you think you've got an appointment. Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't. No. You've got to consolidate it. And this is what I've been teaching for donkeys, mostly from 20K giveaways, but actually this works everywhere. You then say, oh, right, so Friday evening, you're saying after 6. Can I just ask you something? I know you've said Friday after 6 and say it back to them, but is there anything at all that could get in the way? Because yes, I'm looking at my supporting partner's diary and it's available, but I've got to put this in and it's got to be confirmed because otherwise she can't give that appointment to anybody else. And I don't wish to let her down. And I'm sure you wouldn't. Now, what a wonderful way of the new partner taking away the emphasis from them and putting it on someone like me. It doesn't matter. But what it does is it emphasizes that actually this is genuine practice. It's a genuine, look, I'm needing to do this. Can I say to you that these 2 teachers and the other lady, they've just gone on, despite challenges, and In fact, tonight I was meant to be doing another one with her. Not anyone's fault. Sickness, vomiting. No, you wouldn't want you wouldn't want an appointment like that, because the lady herself was going round because she was a bit technically challenged. Well, you don't go round when someone's, that those are real reasons, but not that all of a sudden something better comes along. And so what we've got to do is kind of say to them, please kind of be kind to me and help me out here. Yeah. So you've got to consolidate that appointment. And ladies and gentlemen, it's making call after call after call. Some are not going to be in. Some are going to be on holiday. Some are going to be busy. There's going to be so many reasons why some can't do when you want it. Because their life and their circle of life and timetable is not necessarily yours. And actually, that's just the way it is. So that's why you must have a big list and not a little one, because all they are no for nows, yes for laters, and you carry on. There is no short change to this, but those magic words that are in that script, and you can find them because they're in your partner portal. They're there. Get them out, write them down. I get my new recruits to actually, I say, I'm sending it to you on email, but please, will you take a piece of paper and write it out and then adapt it to make it feel a little bit more comfortable. And here's something else to be on board. And I say this to everyone. Can you imagine, let's say, one of my favourite actresses, Meryl Streep. When Meryl Streep first gets her lines to a new part, she doesn't feel in character. She won't feel they're part of her. They're not her lines. She'll feel awkward. It'll feel weird. But if you say something enough, they become your words, your lines. So actually, if you're not doing this, you're actually just shortchanging yourself, because success only comes with repetition. Someone said consistency. It only comes by doing something over and over again. I can sadly recite these words backwards. I could do them in my sleep. I've done them thousands and thousands and thousands of times, so I know it. Yeah. And I've learned to adapt them according to the person at the end. And that only comes with practice. Do you know what? You've got to keep practicing. This is our business. This is the moments of success that happen. It's through the mundane, the doing the same day in, day out, that actually that's where success comes. So there is something else in my screen that I did get ready, and bear with me while I find it. Here it is. I'm going to share. Oh, I've lost you all now. Where have you gone? Hang on, folks. I have the technology. Here we go. This is off the partner portal, okay? And it's all about the simpler, faster start for new partners and all the money. And I want you to, the reason I'm showing you this, guys, because if you've got more than 6 customers, if you're on about, I don't know, 15, 20, and you feel a bit more, I can do this, then you can become a supporting partner. And this is incredible money that we earn to support others, and we actually get more confident ourselves. These are homeowners. Look at that. 3 services, £125. Wow. Tenants, it's less, because the emphasis as our target market is obviously homeowners, because they do stay longer. All right. And it's going into detail about top-up payments. So in other words, that high activity bonus, do 4 double gold homeowners in a calendar month. And not only do you get like 250, there'll be an extra £100. Oh my gosh, what a lot of money for one customer. Do 4 and you'll end up with another £400 on top. Absolutely fantastic. So that's a sheet that's there. I've also got another sheet that I have done myself. I'll share it. I took off the compensation plan between QD and TL. Because here we are, a brand new person that you bring in and recruit. 6 customers, okay. Now, if they do that in 45 days, their money's doubled. But get to QD and then get another 3 customers within a month of QD. See, 1 month. So you've got a total of 6 customers. That does include their own. 1 recruit that does their online training. You don't even need a group. You get a £200 bonus. And guys, for mentoring and helping somebody do this, there's a £100 bonus. And then senior qualified distributor, still 6 customers as a minimum, now 2 recruits, and now a group of 12 between you all, 12 customers, another £200 bonus, and a mentoring bonus for those that support 100. And that's within 2 months of QD. And then here we go, future team leader within 3 months, 90 days. And that is just building on it. It's all the same, growing the group of 25. You need 1 qualified QD at this point, 1. You know, that's a minimum of 3 customers. And then there's another £250 bonus. So ladies and gentlemen, let's just look at bonuses. What's on the table? Well, there, within 3 months, there's £650 for somebody, plus they've got their customers and all their money doubled. Do we not think that the company is putting their money where their mouth is? I think it's stunning. And they have made supporting so good. So I wanted to share that this is about the success. It's about making the calls, being consistent, doing the do, and doing it over and over again. So my challenge to you is 45 days, get yourself 6 good quality customers and bring in a recruit and help that recruit and start keeping that consistency, and you will start having a formidable team. And do you know what? You do not have to bring in loads and loads of recruits. The reality is you can only work with so many people. And wouldn't you rather care and be kind and work well with 1 and help them, knowing you've given them every possibility of a good start, than bringing in a load of people that looks great, the numbers on the chart, what they call the leaderboard, but in essence, none of them get going because they get no support. That's the difference. And that's what I believe in. I call it QOQ, quality over quantity. Okay, QOQ, quality over quantity. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to get off this call because I've got to get onto another Zoom, and I'm see you in a fortnight's time. I hope that was helpful.
Brilliant. Have a lovely holiday.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
happy holiday, Lisa.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah.
much.
Bye, Lisa. Bye, Lisa.
Bye. Have a good